I actually met Terry about 20 years ago. I used to own a gym, and there was a nightclub below us, and he was in a band, Strawberry Jam Band, a cover band, incredible band. And there were 5 incredible musicians. And when you get an ensemble like that and one person stands out, that guy should be a star.
Well, I'm just a boy, my story's sad and told. I have squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. I lies in jest, still a man he is what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
You know, Johnny and I have been together for over 10 years now, and we play 5-6 nights a week, and nobody else is doing it. And I think it's because just people love the kind of music we play.
About a year or so ago, I run into him again. He actually started dating a producer that produced one of my wrestling shows. Just don't know how they hooked up. Anyway, met with him. I'm like, he's still doing the bar scene and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? You're so talented.
Dougie was a pro wrestler at the time, believe it or not. And he had a gym, him and his partner had a gym in a building that also had a big club that I used to play. So that's how I met him. He was best friends with the guy who owned the club. And it was fun because at night we would get done playing and we'd go up to Doug's gym and we'd work out at 4 a.m. and we'd play basketball. I'm not kidding you, but it was pretty fun. So he and I go way back. So.
Oh, it's like an old friendship, and I really actually remember the time when I reached out to Doug and I was like, "Hey, Doug, how are you? I'm actually dating Terry," and he was like really excited about that a couple years ago. So Terry and him actually reconnected that way, and then he started coming out religiously to see him play when Terry would play in this area, and they're hilarious together, you know. It's like the odd couple, actually. So, yeah. I remember I interviewed Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I don't remember exactly how it came up, but Kelly's sitting there talking, and I said something about Doug Flex, and you said something. I go, wait, you know him?
And then we reached out to him.
I know him.
Yeah. And now we're hanging out.
You're kidding
Cool.
me.
Yeah.
Yep, now you're both blessed. You know me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I gotta tell you, first and foremost, idea man. He hits me with ideas that I'm just going, Doug, I wouldn't have thought of that in a million years, the way he approaches things. Secondly, I think he's a go-getter. Doug never sits, you know. And, you know, here's a crazy coincidence. My girlfriend now, who lives with me, I call her my fiance, I guess, because we'll definitely get married one of these days. I have to get divorced from the last one first. She rides me on that, but yeah, musicians have lots of divorces. But anyway, Doug and her were really good friends years and years ago, and I didn't even know. And I knew Kelly at the time, but I didn't know she knew Doug. And Kelly was actually into TV at the time, and she had a little TV show on a local public station. And she used to do TV shows on Doug and stuff like that. And then here we find out about 20-some years later, I mentioned Doug somehow. I saw him for the first time in a long time. And I go, yeah, my friend Dougie Flex. She goes, Doug Flex? You mean like he calls himself Doug Flex? He's a pro wrestler. And I go, yeah. She goes, I was great friends with him. I go, you gotta be kidding me, you know? So there you go. There's another thing. Doug's go-getter, you know? He's everywhere, you know? It's funny. I told him he should run for mayor or something or other.
Living with Terry is always exciting, never dull. He is a perfectionist when it comes to music. That's what he does. He barely sleeps. He stays up all night and practices. I'm not even kidding, till like 5 o'clock, and he'll come to bed and then he'll put a documentary in and watch that till about 6 or 6:30. And then he's a day sleeper, so it's interesting because, you know, I'll get up and I'll try to do day stuff, and he can't join me until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then he has a gig at like 6. So we have like interesting chemistry in that regard.
I had melodies in my head when I was 5 years old, And I literally been writing songs since that long. I have probably 50 in my head right now that are not recorded yet, you know, but recording is tough, especially when you have to do it yourself, because I'm on my own. I was in Catholic school and they wouldn't let you join the band till you're in 5th grade. I was only in 1st grade and I wanted to play drums so bad that my mom got my big sister to take me down and see the band leader. And I talked my way into it. He let me in 4 years early. Because I guess I sold it to him. I don't know what the deal was. But he let me in the band 4 years early. And it was really cool because there were older guys that were drummers. And they took me under their wing. They liked having a little dude in there drumming with them. Because I meant business, you know? I mean, even though I was young. And obviously, he could tell I meant business because he let me in the band.
Why are you not a star? He's like, I don't know how to do it. And nobody ever got me to that point. He's there, would you help me? I'm like, sure, why not? Not that I know anything about the music business, but I do know talent. And that guy's too damn talented to not have an opportunity. So I talked to him, and we're gonna try and get his career going at the same time I'm trying to get my career going.
He's ready to kill me because I never call him back.
He's worse. This day of technology and this frickin' doesn't even have a cell phone.
I don't have a cell phone.
What the fuck?
I'm never getting one.
I mean, seriously, what the fuck? How am I supposed to deal with somebody like him? No, nobody's gonna help my career, he said.
But I
what am I
emailed him
gonna
last
do?
night. I emailed him last night.
How about, you know?
Did you got my
Yeah,
email?
no, I got your fax. What happened was about a month ago, and my old agent from 25 years ago contacts me out of the blue. Del Schneck, his name is. And he's like, Doug, I really think you should give acting another try. About 25 years ago, I did a movie, did the old routine, running to New York, doing the auditions. And after 16 years of pro wrestling, I said, there's no way I'm gonna be traveling for a living again. And after I thought about it, well, I'm gonna be traveling for a living again, or hopeful a living. I realized after pro wrestling, I don't do normal well. I got into sales, advertising, insurance, and I could sell a bucket of sand to somebody that lives in the desert, but that's still not my passion, and it's not where I belong. Entertainment's where I belong. I'm too creative, and I just enjoy the people. I enjoy reaching out. It's what I am. It's who I am, and it's what I'm gonna be. I think I'd be perfect for roles. I mean, character roles to start with, obviously. But I could do comedy, I could do drama, I could do the tough guy, the mob guy, the bully, the lovable guy, if you buy that crap. I'm 54 now. If I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. I know I could give acting a legit shot. I know when the camera's on, I perform. I come across, it's funny, it's like 20, 25 years ago, when I first tried it. Even when I'm out in New York City, whatever, my presence, I don't know what you want to call it. People didn't know who I am, but they knew I was somebody. I would have loved to be doing this when The Sopranos were on, or there was a show, Son of Anarchy. I mean, I could fit into any of them shows, ideally, and excel. And when I see that, when I see some movies, and nothing pisses me off more, when I see some putzes that are actually making a career in this industry and they suck. The best part of training that I had was probably pro wrestling, because I was always a bad guy. So every night I had to go out there and live make thousands of people want to kill me. It's easy to go out there and blow kisses, but to really have people pissing off, people that attack you, want to jump in the ring after you. Plus you got to carry. Nobody wants to see two good guys fight. They want to see the bad guy get beat up. I'm the bad guy. You know, Pacino, Scarface, he ain't the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. One of the best things or the best memories I ever had, though, when I was doing these auditions in New York City 25 years ago, was the experience in the city. I had a couple of roommates from college that work in the city, so we get together, have a good time. I'd always find myself, how do you explain it? I matured a little, but unique situations still come about me, no matter where I am. And a party breaks out too.